a small snippet of
The preparing
concerning
for
what
an Exodus
Elder
had nothing
Gabar
to do
spoke
with
of.
what he's talking about. This was something he wanted to try to clean up, something that his elder talked about. Someone asked his elder a question about being under the law. The elder said something and it threw people off. And so he's trying to fix what was thrown off.
Concerning Galatians chapter 3, right? Because I think it's very important that we understand
Concerning Galatians chapter
what these
3, right?
scriptures and these
Because I
epistles
think
are
it's very
talking about, right?
important that we
First and
understand
foremost,
what these
we should
scriptures and these
never,
epistles are talking about, right?
never, when
First
reading
and
the scriptures,
foremost,
think that it's
you
going
should
to
never,
contradict one another.
never,
You should never,
when reading the
when reading
scriptures,
the
think that it's
scriptures,
going to contradict
ever
one another.
think that they contradict each other. Is that right?
Actually, yes.
That is right. This is how the enemy works. That is right, family. You don't ever read the scriptures thinking they're going to contradict themselves. But now, what is scripture? See, he won't tell these people that. And he will continue to teach as if Shaul's letter is scripture. That's the grave mistake they're making. That's the tool they're using to send people into Shaul.
That's first and foremost. Never go in the scripture saying that it's contradicted.
That's first and
Listen,
foremost.
they took
Never.
the scripture from Aubrey
Never
and
go in the scripture saying that
translated
it's
into English
contradicted.
without Shaul's letters, and they can make a poorly mistranslated verse, and it contradict. They can make Jeremiah contradict Isaiah. They can make Deuteronomy contradict Exodus. They can do it with a poorly translated verse. So yes, if you read it in the Aubrey, the pureness, without being touched by man, he's correct. Scripture does not contradict itself. It came from the Father. The problem is, and Enoch warned us of this. You know what Enoch said? The falsehood of a pen. Falsehood of a pen? The scribes will surely write falsehood, and it ends up right in our laps. And when the falsehood ends up in our laps, we don't know it's falsehood. We call it like he called it, scripture. Grave mistake.
Do not try to, hey, maybe he's saying this. No, just read it how it is.
Do not try to, hey, maybe he's saying this. No, just read it how it is, and then you'll understand. Do not make it seem like it's something hard puzzle. The scripture's not hard. We try to make it hard for no reason. Just read it exactly what it says and understand it's not a contradiction. So if Paul says if you're not under the law, understand he's not going against the law.
We just read what he said. You're not under the law, but you're under GRACE. If he said we are not under the law, don't think he's going against the law. Yeah, of course he disrespected circumcision.
Understand that what he means when he says that you're not under the law, right? Understand the word.
Understand that what he means when he says that you're not under the law,
so like
right?
Said,
understand the wording of what these things mean.
Like the Elder
Right?
Gabar
So like
said,
what Elder Gabar said,
we
are not under the law.
Not under the law. They're coming out saying it now. They're teaching this now. And the people believing this, that they are not under the law. Now here's a question. Are they not under the law? Thank you. Family, what he just said is absolutely true. But this is deception. They are not under the law. They don't walk according to the law. They don't keep the law the way it's supposed to be kept. That's why they keep Passover in the land of captivity. That's why you look at the bottom, Cash App. That's why you see a Cash App with a $sign. GOCC144, donate. Online class donations. That's why they collect tithes and offering. This madness ain't in the law. Yeah, this is a Shabbat teaching. Thank you. This is a Shabbat teaching. Listen, family, You should feel the way I feel. This should get under your skin. They got people donating money on the Shabat. Thank you for saying that. They are asking people, and people are donating. Listen, you go online, you know how easy it is, and you send money from one account to another account. It's a matter of figures, numbers, but you're doing business. They got our people doing business on the Shabbat. They got the women cooking on the Shabbat. Again, they are not under the law. And the judgment and the penalty, of course, they're not under that either. None is giving them judgment. That's why the Father told me, if these guys were in the wilderness or in the land, they would be stoned. They would be stoned. Listen to it again.
Not under the law, right? Understand the wording of what these things mean.
You're not under the law,
So like what Elder
right?
Gabar said,
Understand the wording of what these things mean,
Like he said,
right? So like
We
what Elder
are
Gabar
not-
said, we
this
are
is
not
it.
under the law.
at this point, you should be done with this. We are not under the law. They're telling the people now. They're not living according to the law. That's why they can collect tithes and offering in the name of Louis. That's why they can make people pay for an academy. This is the reason they do what they do. This is straight wickedness, straight up madness. And you look at the likes on this video. This video has all likes, no dislikes. It's our people. What did Baruch say? What did Baruch say? Come on, son, let me have it.
Just gotta say chapter and verse.
Baruch 4:1. We know it. We know Baruch 4:1.
This is the book of the commandments of Yahuah, and the Torah that endureth forever.
This is the book of the commandments of Yahuah and the Torah that endures forever. That's why Moshe said, I bear witness. See, he would tell these same people that saying we're not under the law, he would tell them, the heaven and earth bear witness against you.
All they that keep it shall come to life.
They not under it. They're not keeping it. So they're dead. All them that keep it shall come to life. You got a point?
Okay, so the church is saying that the law has been done away with.
The church is saying the law is done away with.
But
Correct.
the camps are saying we're just not under the law.
Great point. The camps are saying we're not under the law. They're not saying the law is done away with. They're slick with words. This is what they do. They're master deceivers. They're skillfully and masterfully deceiving people. And they can do it with the excellence of vocabulary and speech, a manner of speech. They can do it with the most eloquent words, voices, and they can do it in the most calm and peaceful way. And that's what they're doing.
Does the term under the law, does that actually mean that if you're under that means that there's immediate judgment for the action that you do? Is that what is actually being?
She's asking, what does it actually mean being under the law?
Okay, being under the law, and then we talking the difference as far as the rod. That's the
Yeah,
difference.
I'm hearing that there's a difference between the two. The difference between the law and the law.
Okay, all right.
Because you said we're not under the law. That technically means that we're not receiving immediate judgment for
No.
the things that we may or may not.
Correct.
That's correct.
That's
It
correct.
doesn't necessarily mean that the law should still be continued on.
Right. That is correct. Meaning we should be keeping what we can in the land of captivity, outside the land of captivity, within the borders.
Because we know that we are going to go back under the law.
Yep.
So there's no point in just, acting crazy just because you're not under the law. You won't get any judgment because you know that we're going to go back under, so you're going to be an easy transition.
And then you're supposed to practice.
Yeah, you got to practice
you gotta
something.
practice righteousness. This.
I think that the terms are kind of synonymous, but like in my opinion, to an extent, we are under the law, but we're not under the law.
Yes.
Because I know that there is leniency, but He knows our hearts, and if we just go buck wild, I know I'll face some type of judgment.
Yeah.
But under the rock means you're living with people that are like-minded
Yes.
and will be His rod.
Correct.
you are living with people that will handle you.
Yeah, you're
That
living with
his
people.
law is the judicial system, basically.
Yeah, it's the judicial
It's
system.
the people that take it out. But other than that, there's still acts of righteousness and justice that he will carry out himself. But he prefers his people.
Correct.
Like he always does.
He prefers his people to do it. But we are supposed to keep this. This is supposed to be above us and we're under it. That's what it means. It's above us. It's his word. Let's don't forget what the Torah is. It's light. It's a lifestyle. It's a culture. It's a way of living. We don't know how to live without this culture, without this Torah. We would live however we want to live.
So you know what the other nations do? A lot of them, when they go to America, they're under another culture, but they
Correct.
still keep their heritage. They keep what they are.
To a certain
For
distinct.
us, we're like, oh yeah, we're not in the wilderness, we're not amongst our people, so we just do whatever we want.
Correct.
You know?
But that's ignorance. And that's not knowing who we are. And the people today that know they're Yasharal, they are being forced to do what they're doing. And they, when I say forced, they have a force behind them telling them what to do. And the leaders know what they're doing. I saw them getting their orders. I saw it. I came out there and knew this is their ammo. They've always operated. They infiltrated everything. Every movement, every group, they want to control and infiltrate. There's one group they can't control. And that's the Most High's people going to this wilderness. They will not be able to control this group. And they know it. The only thing they can say is, if this group going to follow the Father, it's not much we could do. And so they bring in people within this group to try to pull any and everyone out they can. As much word is in our family, this family here, as much word is in this family, you know how hard that lady pulled my voice.
Voice, his word.
His word.
And another one, he will not follow.
You will not follow a stranger's voice. Thank you. We must know his voice. We can't know his voice unless we dig into his word. What we've done in this class, we dig into his word. We learn his voice. It's one thing you do. You spend time in this Shabbat class with this family, you will learn his voice.
Because it's a matter of life and death.
It's a matter of life and death. They that keep it shall come to life.
But such as leave it shall die.
But the ones that leave it, you got it. They dead, y'all. These people are dead. And what I've done, I've tried this many times. I will go to the comment section and say, put some word there. Man, their people will attack you. They will attack you. You calling on Yah. Yah is evil. Get out of here. You wicked. You going to Shaul. You this and you that. You get out of here. Listen, they know. They know and understand. They have been programmed by their leaders. Their leaders know what they're doing. But those followers, there are some potential sons and daughters of light. Let me make sure I make myself clear, because this is what the Father showed me. It's a very few that will come from among this group and other groups, because they're going to be out listening and seeking the Father's word, and it will come from someone else. So it's on. The first message, it's on. When we go back under the rod, it will be on. What does, you know what it's going to be on mean? No one can believe we're not under the law. You can't go in there and talk about we're not under the law. You can't go in there talking about we saved by GRACE. You can't even be calling on no GRACE. These are the things, as my wife said, we practice now. You play many sports. Before you play any game, you must practice first. So we practice now. The wilderness, game on. That's why I said it's on when we go back under the rod. It's game on.